We're going live right now. It's Rashid's fault and Mohan's fault as well. I'm never late.
Rashid, what were you reading? A chess book?
Yeah,
Okay, you playing chess?
yeah, man.
Rashid, I'm the best there is, even though I lost twice.
We'll have to have a match.
Have a good app.
Rashid, did you know that I've only lost
I've
twice
got
in my
an
life?
app, yeah.
Did you know
Oh,
that?
good. I'll add you.
Rashid,
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Octavia. What's up?
I only lost twice in my life, Rashid. Once to Mohan
Good.
and once to Kobe.
Ay, ay, ay. Good. Can't wait for a hat trick.
Okay. Guys, welcome to the Solution Podcast. We are live, and today we are going to be reacting to Myron. Is the average income enough? Well, the title of the show is the average income enough? And we're going to be reacting to what Myron has. According to Myron, it's not enough. All right. According to Myron, it's not enough. I've got the clip here. So, but first, let me just get your thoughts, guys. Is the average income enough in for modern women in today's age?
Who's starting?
Yeah. I might as well. I think the key word in that phrase is in today's age, the average income is not enough. In today's age, not 100 years ago, not in an undeveloped country. In today's age, the average income is not enough.
Go ahead. What do you think? What do you think, Rash?
Well, it just depends on the location. Let's say, if you're living in London, is it enough? Maybe. But if you live outside of London, somewhere up north of England, which is a lot cheaper, then yeah, maybe. It's just based on when you live, really. And which world is he talking about? Is he talking about in USA? Is he talking about in India? Is he talking about, I don't know, in Asia? Like, oh, I don't know.
Let's say he's talking about London. Is the average income in London? Yeah, we're just dealing with London. All right, not a cheaper place, not 100 years ago, just
Okay.
London. Is the average income in London enough for a modern woman?
First of all,
women in general.
Well, who cares about the women? First of all, what is average income? Who cares about the women? What is the average income in your eyes?
Well, it's about 35 grand.
Yeah, it's not in my eyes. We have statistics on it. We have average income.
That's a thing.
I don't decide what the average income is. Regardless of what, let's say we're just talking about London. Is the average income enough for women? London.
I can't answer that question because a lot of women are different. And if you think about for women, that's a different story. But for us men, well, we can handle our money. We're not biggest spenders. We know how to manage our money. So when it comes to average income for men, then yes, that's enough for us. But for modern women, yes. Sorry, what's that?
Yeah. It's you're right. It's enough. It's enough for a single man to live. But I think I want to forget about this. I want to forget about this extra women clause that we've added on the end because really and truly, if you're gonna there's two things. You're either a single man, but there's possibly three things. You're either a single man, you are a married man without kids, or you're a married man with kids. And I think if you've got kids and you're trying to raise a family, the average income is not enough in London. It doesn't matter if the woman is a modern woman or traditional woman. It's not enough, and you're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to come up with the goods. Basically, you're gonna have to try harder. You're gonna have to just be more creative.
I personally disagree. I think the average income is definitely enough, and we are talking about guys. To everyone else, we are talking about intersexual dynamics between men and women. And Mo raised an important point when he said, to raise a family, is the average income enough to raise a family? That's what we are talking about. All right. Now, I personally reckon it is enough. I personally reckon that in today's world, not 100 years ago, in today's world, people live. People expect and live beyond their means, and I think it's a testament to how materialistic we've become. We don't need half of the luxuries that we have, and personally, I do think it is enough. And if it isn't enough, it's usually not necessarily to do with the fact that you can't pay the rent. It's to do with people's materialistic expectations and how they are. But listen, we're gonna react to hold on a second, to Myron here. Myron basically shamed the hell out of this guy. Okay. Hold on a second, guys.
Come on, show me what he has to say. Come on, what rubbish he's got.
But kudos to that man. He held frame. He did not react in an angry way. Because he called him a bum to his face. And
For real, flipping.
my issue with the video is he called it average. Actually, okay, because I checked it out. I did some research. Connecticut in America, the average income is $38,000 per year, and he said that he earned $35,000 per year. So he's not an average man, but he's close enough.
Mhm.
But Myron basically just completely disrespected him. I think he told him some important truths, because I do agree with the fact that a man needs to earn as much as possible in order to live comfortably. But if you're just earning in order to give your children a materialistic lifestyle that they shouldn't be having anyway, then I don't think that's good either. So I'm in two minds about it. But hold on a second, guys. I'm about to share this with you guys. I'm just learning this stuff, man.
You're always learning, man. You should be used to it by now. Come on. I said Mo taught you well.
Mo is teaching me this stuff, bro. Guys, I'm just learning this stuff, man.
You always said that. That's your excuse, isn't it? Always learning. Next 20 episode, you're still learning.
I'm still learning, bro. What's the 100 fun? Oh, you guys see the screen, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see him.
So, all right, I'm just going to give my assessment here.
One last question.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, please go ahead.
You both have been together for 5 years.
You need to take it out the picture.
Have you ever cheated?
Be
No.
honest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, take it
Never.
out. There.
No.
No text, no talking to a guy behind the scenes, no
Yeah.
phone calls, nothing?
No.
Never.
No. Never.
That makes sense. What about you?
What the-
Thankfully not. I've never loved another woman but her.
Can you guys see it properly
Never.
now?
Come on, bro. You're Puerto Rican.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Mo, it's all right to you, bro?
Um,
Okay, so never.
Never.
Wow. That's amazing.
no.
Well, I mean, to be honest, he doesn't have the sexual market value to cheat anyway. So let me just give it raw.
That was a
Woo.
The reason why you're in the position that you're in is because of you, my friend.
Mm.
You're not adhering to your responsibilities, and in turn, she's had to take a lot of the responsibilities on, and it's put her in her masculine. Gonna give it to you raw. You're a fucking bum right now, straight up. $30,000 a year is unacceptable in Connecticut, especially to raise a family in the area that you're in. And you just have to make more money. You know, all of these problems stem from your inadequacy to be a man, and that's why she's responding the way that she's responding. So I have to put the onus on the man. Now, does she have some things that she has to work on as well? Of course. But a lot of the things that she's doing, chasing her career, trying to move out of the military, thinking long-term with her pension and her retirement, etc., these are all masculine traits that she's had to take on because you're not adequate right now, period. That's what it comes down to. So the onus is on the man, because you're the leader, you're the protector, you're the provider. And right now, the reason why she doesn't want to give up her career is, quite frankly, she doesn't trust you
Yeah.
for her long-term security. She just doesn't.
Yeah.
So this is all your fault, dude. 100%. She has some things that she could work on, but the things that the foundation is that you're not strong.
Yeah.
So since you're not strong, she has to carry some of that weight, and since she has to carry some of that weight, that puts her in a situation where she can't even focus on the child. She can't be attentive, because I know your biggest gripe, but she's not attentive to the child, which is completely, I see that that's a very valid gripe, because she's not adhering to her motherly duties, but she can't do it because, if you notice, it's to make more money.
Yep.
It's to earn on Turo.
For the family.
It's typically for betterment of the family, which that should be your job. You know, you should be the one saying, hey, I got shit to do, etc. She should be complaining about you not being attentive to the child, not the other way around, if anything.
Okay, guys, you heard that.
Yeah.
Can I get some thoughts on that, please?
Okay, it's a different story. And I'm gonna have a different answer now, because first of all, if you're talking about the kind of woman he's got with her, I mean with him, and Myra said, yeah, what they've got kids together or something?
Yeah, they got one kid.
They got one kid, and yeah, it's not enough. I mean, if you got a child and you live below average in Connecticut, then it's not enough, of course. And of course, you got to look up to the kid and a woman next to you. And I don't even know he's got a girlfriend, so that's a different story now. See, and what does she do? Who is she?
She's like the mother to his child. They're not married. And they're in a relationship, and probably she earns more than him, probably 3 times, maybe 2 or 3 times more than him.
Yeah, he actually only earns 30,000. It's not. I was
Sorry?
actually wrong. I was actually wrong. It's not 35,000. He only brings in about 30,000 a year.
Yeah.
Oh wow! And how much does she bring in?
I think
Like 50 or something, 50 or 60.
I think it's 60. I think
Yeah.
it's close to 60.
Oh, so she's a provider then. She brings in all the bacon then.
Yeah.
She's a breadwinner in the family, so she's more masculine. Okay then, and yeah, that's not good. Because at some point she's going to resent him. She's going to resent him. So I hate to say it, but I kind of agree with what Myron's saying.
Yeah, I think it was a really good thing that Myron actually said to him. It was a cold truth that that a lot of guys need to hear, and I think maybe people in his inner circle are kind of like probably don't want to say it. No one really wants to kind of push that button. Like everyone's like very much probably like yeah, it's okay, your job's fine, you work hard, you know, like giving him props where he actually needed that talk from Myron to actually have a kick up his own backside really and get his mind into motion. I think a lot of guys need that kind of talk and they don't get it.
I've got a different take on this. First of all, he doesn't. The question that we are asking here is the average income enough? All right, he's not even in the average. But remember, when we started talking, we were saying, so I wasn't, but you guys were saying even the average is not enough these days.
Oh yeah, well, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Yeah, I said that.
Don't go there, please. Thank you.
Now, one thing that Myron didn't take into account is that she didn't start picking up these masculine traits when they got together, because the assumption is she was a nice submissive woman that was not interested in career, and then guess what? They get together, and all of a sudden she starts thinking, she starts becoming career minded because her husband is a bum. No, that's not it. When they first met, she was already career minded. She was already a modern woman. She was already all of those things. She already wanted to pursue.
Okay.
She already wanted to pursue what she wanted to pursue. She already wanted to do what she wanted to do. So, and the fact that she stayed with him, I found that a little bit odd as well. Why would you stay with a man that honestly can't support you or doesn't even earn the average income? That he didn't take those things into consideration. Now, does he needs to step up? Yes. Does he need to earn more? Absolutely. All right. But he didn't take that into consideration. So I don't think the humiliation was warranted, personally. But because I think that should have been taken into account. He should have said, okay, well, you chose a woman that's career minded, that wants to follow her career. If she ends up making more money than you, it's going to cause problems in the relationship. It will, because we are supposed to be the protectors and providers. You should have found a woman that is not career minded. But now he's going to have to lift himself up by the bootstrap, and he's going to have to achieve more. What if he can't achieve more? What if he can't earn more? Let's say he gets to the 38,000 mark. That's the average, right? Let's just say hypothetically that happens, and he can't make more, which is the situation that most men find themselves in. 90% of men do not earn stupid amounts of money. They don't. All right. They earn the average income or just over the average. And that's how most families are basically raised. Now, what would you say to that? To the most, because obviously this guy, I agree with you guys, he's a bum. He should be earning more. He should have never got with a career-minded woman. Okay, because let's be frank, she was always following her trajectory, her career. She always wanted this career. It's not because of him. And this is one thing that Myron is not acknowledging. It's not because of him. It's because in the modern world, women are told to go out there and pursue a career. It's because she wants what she wants, and she's going to go out and get it. But trying to blame the men, it's not fair either. I agree with his assessment that he's a bum, but let's tell the whole truth rather than just half of the truth. So what is that?
But then
average men?
You asked earlier, like, why did she stick with him? Because, like you said, she was already career minded before they even went out, before they even had a child. You know, she already made more money than him. So why did she stick with him? I mean, how long had they been together for? I mean, and that's a question. You can't really ask that question, you know.
Was it 3
years? Because
few years.
3 years. So 3 years.
How many years more?
A few years, I think. I don't know exactly.
How old is their child?
The child was about 3 years old or something.
Okay, so I'll say about 4 years then.
Yeah,
Minimum 4 years. So she stuck with him. I mean, well, why did she? Why? Well, you must have asked her, because for a modern woman to stick with a guy who earns less than her, I mean, that's very rare, to be honest with you. In fact, it may be more common than we thought. But hey, it is what it is. And you said there that he should be making. Sorry, what's up?
No. He is providing some kind of value. Like, he looks after the kid a lot. He does the cooking.
So what are you laughing for?
Apparently, she cooks 5 times a year.
Oh my god!
He's probably kept him round for his qualities. If you want to
Hold on.
like that.
Octavio, you said that he should be earning more money. Do you mean he should earn more than he earns right now, or he should earn more than her?
Okay, listen, guys. We've already established that he's a bum. Myron called him out on it. I absolutely agree with you. Now, the purpose of this conversation, all right, taking that bum out of this conversation, all right, he knows what he has to do. He should have never got with a career-minded woman. That should have never happened. All right, Myron did the right thing by calling him for what he is. That's not enough. You've been together for, I think it's 4 to 5 years, actually. You've been together for this long. You should have done something to earn more. Do you see what I'm saying? But I was just upset that Myron did not take into account the fact that this woman was already career-minded before they met. She was already on this pursuit of earning more than him. It wasn't a thing of you know what, I've come into this relationship with you, and you know what, since you're not making enough, I'm gonna have to go out there and work. And then she ended up making more. That's not the scenario here. Okay, modern women from babies, it's drummed into their heads that they need to be career-minded. So this little innocent depiction of this woman, I don't like it. Now, is the average income enough? This is what really the topic is about today. Is the average income enough? Because I think that was a good video to kind of to bring about this subject. Is the average income enough in today's world? Let's say London, because I know you guys are going to bicker about, especially you, Rashid, about
allow me.
What time and place, up north, what is it, in the country
Well,
somewhere.
it's true though. It's true. There are a lot of people. Yeah, listen, I live outside of London. Yeah, all right, and I feel like
you're more likely to
go
find
on.
modern women. The modern women that we are talking about are probably based more in London. All right, are based more in London or New York. Big cities, right?
You may find them here as well, but anyways, doesn't matter.
I'm sure you find them there, but you know what I'm talking about. But, okay, let's talk about London for the purposes of it. Let's talk about London.
All right, fine.
Is the average income enough today for these modern women? Now, in the beginning, Mo already said nope. Rashid, I think you wasn't too clear about it.
Okay, well, no, I think it's enough because I earn an average income and I can still live by it. I've earned a lot less average income about 8 years ago, and I still survived. I wouldn't say survive. I still conquered because I managed my spending. That's what it is. Come on. About 8 years ago, I used to earn 23 grand, and I lived here in a rented house. Yeah, that's like 650 per month. I didn't feel like I struggled because I managed my budget. I didn't feel like I struggled. So, and that's in London, but that's only for a 1 bedroom, anyways. Sorry, yeah, a 1 bedroom. So, it just depends on the kind of person.
For family.
I think it also depends.
Okay, for a family. Okay. Now you say for a family.
Yeah.
That's a different scenario. So if you could ask here if average income is enough, you have to give me more details, because if it's for a single man like I was, then yes, it is enough. But if it's for the family, then no, it's not enough.
And also, even with the family, it depends what kind of level of care you're looking to give your kids. Are you going to be doing after school activities? Are you going to be if one of them's a bit weak in maths, you're going to get them a tutor? It's these kind of things. Football club, all those kind of things add up, which I think average income isn't. I mean, you could probably have an average income and just get away with bare minimum, feeding them food and water, basically. Maybe. I mean, like I've heard Octavio's argument is that there's people in poorer countries bringing up kids with no problem. But the thing about that is, do you want to live in those countries or do you want to live in England?
I want to live in England. I don't want to live in those countries, guys.
Exactly. So when you live in England, there's a certain standard.
Don't put me back there.
Living that we have.
I disagree. The average income in London, for example, is 37,000. I really believe it has to do with how you manage your spending. The reason why I say that is because a lot of our spending just goes into, I'll be honest with you, just rubbish. Council tax. No. Council tax plays a part. I understand that.
Oh man,
it's true. You're right about that. I'm not saying it isn't, but I do believe we do live over materialistic lifestyles, and I think a lot of it just goes down to the lifestyle that you want to live. All those expenses that Mohan just mentioned, the schools, extracurricular activities. Okay, first of all, you have to see which one is beneficial, because I'm a parent and I understand that. All right, and sometimes they'll come up with everything. Oh, did you know that there's this swimming after this? And this is- and some of them are just absolutely unnecessary. Okay, you don't have to sign up to literally everything. I've got my kids into football, got my kids into my daughter's about to start tennis as well. And yeah, of course, even tuition.
Yeah,
if they
it'd be
need
like 1 or 2, isn't it? Like
exactly, it's not. And it's. I'll be honest with you. You're talking about £40, you know, or 80 extra, depending on what it is, because they differ in prices depending on what it is. It's not a ridiculous amount. I personally reckon what parents spend in terms of clothing, it's way much more. You know, designers buying their kids designers for this, designers for that, but you know, all of that nonsense, like I'll be honest with you, is way much more than, you know, investing on your, you know, for extracurricular activities after school for your children. So I do believe it really comes down to lifestyle and how you manage your money. And I think there's a good case. This is why I think a lot of what we see today, when people say it's too expensive, what they're really saying is, I'm sorry, I don't want to, you know, I want to live an extravagant lifestyle that I can't afford.
Yeah, I don't live an extravagant lifestyle, and it's still it's still a struggle on an average wage. So yeah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, so
I think with the amount that we get taxed on our wage, on our pay slips, and then you've got tax coming on that. If you're driving, you got petrol and road tax and insurance, and you know, all these things, they just pile up. I mean, there's not an Air Jordan in sight when you got bills like that piling up. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how I'm managing to do it. I really don't know how I'm managing to do it then. But I definitely I'm definitely against I'm definitely able to afford a certain lifestyle, but I know when I start overspending, and you know, with this trying to give my kids the latest this, the latest that, I want this, you give them to them, and all of that. But I do understand everything that Mohan is saying in terms of you know, paying the mortgage, paying, you know, paying the rent, the council tax,
bills,
and all of that. Yes, absolutely. I'll probably be better off outside of London, you see what I'm saying, than in London. I do understand that, but when I look at the money that I have left, I still have enough to save up money. I still have enough for all of that. And if you're spending your savings or whatever you have left to live some kind of extravagant lifestyle that you can't afford, which is what most people do. Let's be honest with you. Which is most people are not trying to live a nice, humble lifestyle. They're not trying to do that. Okay, they're trying to keep up with the trends, whatever the trends are.
I don't know these people.
But I don't agree. I mean, money is there to spend in a way. I mean, how long can you save for? I mean, people save for many reasons, and that is to invest or to go on holiday. If you want to go, I don't know, let's say they got a friend who's getting married, I don't know, in 6 months' time, and they go to Italy, for example, and be like, oh, it's going to cost this much. Can you afford it? I could go in my savings and thought, yeah, I got savings. I could afford to pay for that. Yeah, I'm free. So there's nothing wrong, with you taking your savings and spend it on, just to keep yourself happy. Nothing wrong with treating yourself. I treat myself maybe 3 times per year. That is just me.
Did you say 3 times a week?
Yeah. I mean, I feel left.
You ain't got no kids.
I know. I was just gonna say, I feel left out when you guys are talking about kids. You know how much you got to spend, and I'm just here, just keeping quiet. Like, okay, I've got nothing to say because, I mean, in your guys' eyes, I'm very lucky, to be childless.
But I think that's the point we come back to, where on the video, Myron was laying in quite rightly, quite harsh to that guy because he had a kid. I think when you have a kid, you really got to wake up and you got to think, how can you? It's all about your excess resources.
Yeah,
However
I
much
understand.
excess you have depends upon however much you can like plan for your legacy, basically. So
So,
if you want to,
how much
if
should
you
you have?
just want to be happy on an average income and not try to increase your excess, then you're basically just limiting your the success of your legacy, basically. And I think that video with Myron coming in straight in there was just, it was perfect. It's what a lot of guys need to hear, basically. And
So how much should he have, how much should a man earn in order to I'm talking about above average now. How much should he earn that's considered, you know, wonderful and good for the legacy?
I think it should never stop. You should always
Do
be
you
trying to increase it.
do
No,
you
no,
mean?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Do you mean in terms of one child and the mother is not working at all? The mother's not getting any income at all. Are you basing on that
Yeah,
in America or in London?
London.
Bloody hell. Well, for someone who hasn't got kids, I could only guess. I'd say 65 is enough.
65,000.
Hmm.
Is that going to be enough for to leave a legacy behind? Me, I have a different view on legacy. I think it's much better if you want to leave a good legacy and strong legacy. It's much better that you equipped your kids with the right morals and the right not just academic education, but also the right morals, which will make sure that they do the right thing. Will make sure that they're not indulging.
Of course, definitely, 100%.
Indulging all the temptations around them. And yes, they will go on to become doctors. Sometimes you see people that come from other countries because they had a certain upbringing. They realized the importance of studying hard and becoming successful. But if you don't, most of these kids today in school are failing because there's too much temptation around them and they're not being raised with the right moral education, and yet they have everything available to them. So I think in terms of establishing a legacy, I think it's much more important to invest in a moral education, because with all the temptation that's around there, it's easy for these kids to go astray and start using their time in the wrong way. All right, but if you invest in a moral education, more than more than money, because I agree with Mohan completely in terms of, as a man, you should always try and make more, because that guarantees a level of safety, that guarantees less stress, and so on and so forth. But that's not, to me, that's not what's going to establish your legacy. That is not what's going to establish your legacy. What's going to establish your legacy is how morally and how well you've educated your children morally. That's really, because they're gonna go off and do good things in the future, because they've been morally educated properly. That's my argument. You can have all the money you want. You can be as rich as you want. If you don't invest in your kids' moral education, which most parents today don't, they send them to school for academic education and they leave them there. All right, and then they come out talking about, "Mommy, I know I'm a boy, but I'm actually a girl as well." And that's when you start losing your bloody kids. That's because you never invested in their moral education. So yeah, my thing is, do you know what? A man should always. We've already agreed that guy is a bloody bum. But we do need to recognize that. This is why I'm asking the question: how much? How much? You said 65,000 in America. That would be about 100 and what? 100.
Oh God. Mohan, check it for me, please.
Yeah, it's around that. But like, let me answer this question on how much is enough, because I think it's never enough.
I'm trying to.
No, but listen to this. If you think of a figure and be like, oh, when I get 65,000, it's going to be enough, and I can just sit back. Like, if you have that attitude, yeah, you will never realize your full potential.
That's true.
And
That's true.
this is what's been forgotten about what a part of being a masculine male is about. It's about you keep going, you keep furthering yourself. You never stop, because once you get to a certain point, once you get to a certain milestone, okay, great, you got 65,000. What's next? Set the next.
That's true.
And you got to keep going like that, because if we stop, we're not meant to stop. We're meant to keep going. If you stop, you don't know what you could have achieved.
That's true.
And this is where the education and the job system that we all live in has got us all bamboozled here, of thinking that we're going to get a job, we're going to finally get 65,000 or whatever it might be, and just sit down and be happy. That's not the attitude to have. And Myron is spot on here with instilling this attitude of you have to keep developing yourself. You have to keep furthering yourself.
You can't settle.
It can't settle, and it's never enough. 65 is not enough. Once you get that, you next one. 100,000 is not enough. You've got to keep going. It's never enough.
So obviously, when you're earning that level of money, obviously it's going to be very time consuming, because you're doing, you're working round the clock all the time, which means, would you agree that you need a wife at home in that case to make sure that she follows your lead at home and raises the kid the way according to how you want the kids to be raised?
Yeah, that's a tricky one.
That's a
tricky one,
it's complex, mate.
The problem this guy has got now.
What's going on there?
The problem this guy's got is his mind has been opened up by the red pill, and he's getting like he's kind of idealizing and fetishing about what it could be. But the problem is with his choice of woman and the way he was living in the past, he's stuck in between parallels now. Yeah, because he wants to develop himself into this kind of
Myron figure. This
Myron figure, but he's got the arch enemy as the wife that he's going to have to battle every day. This is a real sticky situation this guy's got himself. And I feel for him. It must feel like he's living in quite a disaster.
So he must feel embarrassed now because sorry, go on.
Because they have a kid, he can't even develop himself because someone has to take care of the kids. And according to what I've seen from the interview, he's the one who mostly, he's the caretaker. He's that guy.
Yeah.
That takes the kid out to the park, that feeds the kid. He does the cooking.
Yeah.
He's like the woman.
He's been feminized.
Huh?
He's been feminized.
Yeah.
He's the one wearing the skirt. Yeah, he's the one wearing the skirt.
And believe me, and of course, she gonna come out of this interview with Myron thinking, bloody hell, what am I doing? Like, I'm missing out on raising my child, loving my child, taking them to parks, having a love with them, loving them like I should as a mother. But no, I am career driven. I mean, that was her choice anyways. So, yes, she's only doing it just to get the money. But do you think she's also doing it just to motivate him to do the same? And then hopefully she can step back and change the roles?
No, because she's a feminist.
Well, if she is, then why did she pick him then? Why is she stuck with him then?
Because feminists love weak men.
Yeah.
No, they don't. Yeah,
they do.
do.
Because they want someone to take care of the baby at home.
No, they don't. Listen, at the end of the day, they can say what they want, but action speaks louder. And at the end of the day, the feminine traits will increase, and they're gonna say, "Oh my God, am I too much career-driven that I'm missing out on the child?" And they're gonna look at this man and think, "You know what? he's weak. I should get a man, yeah, who makes more than me.
Bro, feminists murder kids. They don't care about children. Feminists, listen.
Oh, I'm talking about Alfred Child. Let's not talk about abortion. Oh, yeah.
Think about it. The feminist mindset is that she's equal to a man. It's not that she should be. The feminist mindset is that she's equal to a man. That her body's her choice. That she body count doesn't matter, and none of those things that men find attractive in women should matter. That's a feminist. She wants to be a man. She wants.
They're not equal. They're not equal. She makes more.
No. She wants to be.
She's chosen a weak man. She's chosen a weak man, so he's easier. So it's easier for her to manipulate him
and dominate him.
And dominate him to get to do all that whatever she wants.
Yeah, and I bet you she's not interested in having more kids either.
It won't last. It will not last. They will not last. They're gonna get divorced. Okay, actually, forget it. They're not married, anyways.
It's funny you say that because later on in the interview, he even said, "When I make 80 grand, I'm out." That's what he said. Did you hear that?
I beg to differ. I think we all know that women initiate 80% of divorces. Men will last. A man will stay. Men will continue to be in that situation for a very long time because it's just
they're not married. They're not married.
Sorry?
No, they're not. She wants to get married though. They're not married. You're right.
Yeah, but the thing is, no. A man is not. It's not just in terms of marriage. Like a man will, because he has a kid with her, he will stay faithful to her because of that alone. Just because of that alone, he will stay faithful. Because right now, because she's earning more, she is in the driving seat, not him. He has to stay at home and play the role of a woman, the role of a mother. He has to wear the skirt right now. And he will continue to wear that skirt for a very long time because there's no way that tomorrow he's going to start earning 80 grand. And where is he going to find the time to start earning that amount of money if someone has to take care of a child with the child at home? He is absolutely stuck and he can't move. But the thing is, because men are naturally loyal, we will stay on. Because men are naturally loyal, we will continue to stay on. We'll continue to put up with it. That's just how men are. Because
I hope the child is his.
Sorry?
I hope the child is his.
Well, that would be the first thing I would do. I would immediately go over to the and start having those
very good point.
Very quickly. I would be like as soon as
swap that child.
Yeah, swap that child. Swap that child.
Get that in the post.
Oh, don't kill me.
Swabbing the hell out of that child. Come here. Bro, listen. After that interview ended, I would have been like, hey. What's the child?
It's true though. I mean, like you said, men are more loyal, so that means she could be out there earning money, and then at the same time, got her cheeks clapped.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Myron didn't take into account the fact that he's dealing with a feminist, modern woman that's career driven. That's what she cares about. If Myron took that into account, things would have changed a little bit. He should have approached it on the sense of the way you should have approached is, why did you get with this woman?
Yeah.
Why? Your intention couldn't have been to raise a family. That couldn't have been your mindset. It really couldn't have been your mindset to raise a family.
But the thing is, it's his fault in the first place.
Sorry?
I think Myron's completely right here. It's his fault. You can't really go at the woman. Like, I know what you're saying, and like she could have but we know all this. It's the guy has to take responsibility for what he's done.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. Shout out to the bruh OG1. the uncles, bro. The road one says the OGs. Come on, bro. All the time. We always hear. Yeah, shout out.
We're missing one, so I'm not the OGs. There's one more. There's one more OG you're missing. I'm not part of the OG. I'm just a guest.
This guy. But listen. No. I was actually saying what you're saying, Mo. I was actually saying that, yeah, it's his fault. He should have asked him, why did you choose this woman? Your intentions couldn't have been to raise a family because you knew she was career driven from the very start. Why would you go out with this one? And this is what I'm trying to say. I'm not here trying to blame the woman. It's his fault. I'm trying to put the accountability on him. And I'm trying to use this as a lesson to most men out there. Because I don't believe that most men out there know what a modern woman is, know how to identify a modern woman, and this is how they fall for the same mistake. Because let me tell you something. Do you know what makes a man want to work hard and really work all the time? Is when he has a submissive woman that wants to be a mother at home. When he looks at himself, he says, "What am I doing myself? I have to take care of this family." But when you've got a strong, independent woman at home that believes purely in feminism and doing whatever she wants to do, you don't have that same drive to work hard for that, because she's already career driven, she's already at work, she's already doing the most. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't spark that masculine desire to want to work hard. But when you have a submissive, feminine woman that wants to be a mother, that wants to take care of the kids, that wants to stay at home, it sparks that drive, that desire in you, want to go out and work hard and achieve in life. That's what does. But look at the choice that he made. Look at the type of woman he picked.
I think this is a great example of what many men face. The fact that he probably didn't have the options.
What do you mean?
I'm guessing he just took what he could.
Say again?
I think what's happened with this guy is something that happens with most guys, in that they don't have the options. I doubt it that he was like choosing from a variety of suitable candidates for him. I think he's just taken what he can get.
Oh,
so he settled.
He settled just because he could get someone, and it just happened to be like someone like that.
How did someone like him get her? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, well, he's below average pay. He hasn't got much ambition. He probably hasn't got that many options.
How old is he?
I don't know. I don't know.
He looks at least 50.
Oh, come off it.
Nah, he's like 40,
he can't be.
He's probably late 30s, 40s.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Nah, that's ridiculous.
Maybe
that's actually ridiculous.
Bro, I'll be honest with you, Mo. Even if I didn't have many options, which you're absolutely right, having more money gives you more options in terms of the level of women that will find you attractive. You're absolutely right. But even when you have less options, you should still not go for that. First of all, she's far First of all,
I agree.
I'm sorry. First of all, she's far from attractive. All right.
Yeah.
And if I know I can raise my market value or my my attractiveness to the market value to the market, if I know I can do that, why would I go with a woman like that? You must be. He must.
How do you know, man? I mean, come on. She could be butters as hell, but she could be some. She is.
She is.
Let me see her again, because I didn't actually look at her properly.
Yeah,
I don't know. Let me see her again.
I'll bring it up just for you. She is butters as hell, bro.
Let me judge it.
There's nothing to judge. She's really that bad. Hold on.
She looks like a man.
Yeah, she's she's far from an attractive woman. Hold on a second.
Why does it ever have to be on looks though? Anyways,
Mo, hold on. Mo, check this out. Sorry, guys, just bear with me for a moment. I'm just learning this stuff. Yeah, just bear with me for a moment.
Oh my God, more learning. Seriously, I should get a jar every time you say learning, so I can make a be a millionaire. Honestly, put a
Hold
pound
on,
on every time you say it.
Rashid, hold on. I'm just learning this stuff. Hold on, let me just.
The bra OG1 said he took the
Good
crumbs.
night, people.
He should think legacy principles.
He took what? Say
Okay.
that again.
He took the crumbs.
He couldn't have been that first. Okay, check this out.
So she's basically been put in a masculine position. She can't cook. She's not really caring to figure out what you really want to eat or learn another cuisine because she just doesn't have the time. And this all stems.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah,
She looks like a bodybuilder, bro.
Yeah.
She looks like she can knock someone out.
Yeah. Yes.
Not me. I mean, she's not bad to me, to be honest with you. I'll give her a 6, though. I'll give her a 6. I'll give her a 6, 7.
Are you
Okay, sorry, maybe a 6.
Above average. You think
Sorry?
You think she's above average?
I need to zoom in. Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take a screenshot and zoom in. Because bro,
I'll say she's about. Okay, maybe. Okay. Now look. Okay. I'll say about 5.
Right? 2.
5, 6. 5, 6. She's not below average. To me, she's not below average.
She's below average.
She's a
Nah.
2.
Bro.
Oh, that's even
It's
worse,
1.
Mo. Come on now.
4 or 1.
You're out of order. Nah.
She looks like a man.
I'm giving her 2. Her arms are the brush said her arms are losing muscle.
Oh my god.
Why did we bring this up? We brought this up because he obviously Mo expressed the fact that he must not have many options. That's why he went for her, and because he doesn't earn enough. Now I expressed the fact that Mo, even if I was a bum like he is, I still would not go for her.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I agree with that.
I still would have a little bit more self-respect than that.
Oh my god. I mean,
and it's not her weight. Hold on, it's not just her weight. She's just not an attractive woman. All right. And that's
she doesn't even look fat. She doesn't even look fat, anyways.
Sorry.
She don't even look fat, anyway.
No, it's not. Look, fat. A woman can lose fat. A woman can lose that. Okay. But are you that? Okay, losing fat does make you more attractive. That's a fact.
Yes, it does. Yes.
She's not just like she doesn't have beauty. She doesn't have that beauty. Beautiful. Not most women can still get loads of men. To to sleep with them, to be with them. Even though they're not that attractive. So. In comparison to most men, she's still more attractive than men out here.
Maybe you're saying that because she's not wearing that much makeup. You know, she's thinking of her natural look, which is attractive in itself. Because if I see women, with 5 different colors in their faces, bloody hell, I don't want clowns, man. You understand me?
I'm sorry, Rashid. I don't think that would make much of a difference. Makeup.
Well.
I don't think it would improve things, bro. Bro, listen, Rashid, you need to take another screenshot and zoom in. Please feel free.
Okay. I need to know her name. No, I need to know her name, and so I can search it. So I can search it on Google, and maybe there'll be other better pictures on the images on Google Images than that particular video. Who knows?
The bra OG1 says a bum should just focus on ambition. Brody could do better. Yes, he can do better. But this is what I'm saying. Are men that desperate? Are men are bums that desperate really to date anything? knowing that they could raise their market, their
Them-
value.
there's-
Yeah, I think when he got into the situation, he wasn't thinking on that level.
yeah, but listen, but at the end of the day, there's a risk.
That's a
Hold
good
on, but
point.
listen, there is a risk on having a very, very attractive woman, like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. She could be going out there, stealing her looks, to other men. There'll be a lot more men chatting her up because she looks buff. And there's a high chance that she'll cheat if she looks like a 10 out of 10.
That's a good point.
All right, even though 10 doesn't fit. So, you got to be careful.
Say that again, Rashid.
Oh, don't repeat myself. Ugh. All right. There's a risk here on finding a woman who looks like a 10, for example, because once you go out with her, she's gonna get more attention from men out there because she looks very, very beautiful. They don't care if she's got a partner or not. They will just chat her up, try and get her number. And of course, women, very much love the attention. They love the validation of saying they look beautiful. She's gonna be, you know what? This guy likes me. My husband's not giving me that much attention, but this guy is. She's more likely to cheat because she looks like a 10. So you gotta be careful the kind of woman you pick. If you're looking at based on the looks, you're in trouble, mate. You are in trouble. Imagine you're introducing a girlfriend to your friends. Your friend's gonna look at her like, oh. Your girlfriend's nice thing, I like your woman, And the next thing you know, you mean, would you want to leave your friends with your girlfriend? No.
You don't
Hell
need
no.
friends like that. If
What
your
are you
friends don't
saying,
do that, you're friends with the wrong
What are you
people.
saying?
All I'm saying is, all right, there's a risk trying going out with a 10 out of 10. You're gonna get a lot of people looking at her and they want some of her. I'm just
I think we've
saying,
gone from one
and-
extreme to the other here.
Well, listen, he went, you guys went extreme, saying that she's a 2 out of 10. All right, so I might as well take it to the next level.
I said she's 2 out of 10. I think.
No, Mo said 2 out of 10 as well.
Yeah,
Did I say 1
or
out of 10?
two.
I think I said.
No,
1
you
out-
said 2.
I think I first said 1 out of 10. Then I said 2 out of 10.
Oh, whatever, man. All I'm saying is, just pick the right woman. Just pick the woman, with good morals. All right.
Yes.
Forget about the look. It's good morals. That's all it is.
Actually, I disagree with that. Hold on. I'm gonna answer.
Oh God.
You once said he too old to have biological kids. And then he said the women too old to have a kid. He's not
Age is
lying.
a different story. Age is different. I'm talking about the looks.
Okay. Listen. Yeah, looks does play a part in a woman's beauty. Age plays a part in a woman's beauty. That definitely does. But what I would say to that is I completely disagree, Rashid, that you're absolutely wrong.
Go on then. What?
The reason I say that is because just because a woman is beautiful doesn't mean she's going to cheat on you. Just because she's a 10, it doesn't mean she'll cheat on you. But due to the level of attention that she gets. First of all, you should not have friends that will chat up your woman. That's the first rule. All right. If you do, I suggest you get rid of those friends.
They're,
all right?
they're not your friends. Yeah.
They're not your friends. They tend to chat up your woman. They're not your friends. Second. So don't have friends that chat up your woman. And second, I agree with you. You have to have a woman that has morals because it's usually morals that will stop a woman from entertaining that type of behavior from other men. All right. Now, if you get yourself a good old modern woman, like most men these days are, well, if she's a hoe, she will behave like one because that's what modern women are. All right. They think body count doesn't matter. My body, my choice, blah, 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 blah. They want to be on OnlyFans and all of that type of stuff. Well, expect that type of behavior. But usually it's the morals, regardless of her beauty, of the scale of her beauty, regardless she's a 1 or she's a 10, it doesn't matter. What matters is her role, because even an ugly woman, even a woman that is not that attractive, she can still cheat on you easily, because guys are that desperate. A guy will have sex with anything. Seriously, that's just a fact. She can still cheat on you every day of the week if she really wants to. That's a fact. So the bra OG1 says he too old to have biological kid. The Bro John says the woman too old to have kids. It's like a leader marrying relative is as bad. The genetics of lineage may fall off. Listen, man.
I think Octavio made a good point earlier where he said if he knew he could increase his market value, why didn't he wait to do that and gets a better choice? But my answer to that is he was not in this line of thinking yet. This is why stuff like Fresh and Fit and Andrew Tate are so important now, because the people are not thinking on these kind of intersexual dynamic levels.
The
problem this guy is he's found out too late, and he's getting all this truth hitting him at once, and he's like, oh, I need to increase, but he's already had a kid, and he's already, do you know what I mean? He's already become a submissive one in the relationship. It's he's in a bit of a situation here.
If it's true that he's in his late 30s, then yeah, man, like that is like a long hit in the head for him, you know, because he could be thinking, why didn't I have that mentality when I was in my early 20s?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Damn. Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that. I do agree with the intersexual dynamics aspect of the red pill. It's absolutely true. Men do need to know that they can raise their dating sexual marketplace. But I would agree, if he was less, I mean, you have to ask yourself, how desperate was he? How desperate did he have to be to go with her? I mean, you have to be that. I mean, how
desperate is she to go with him?
No, wait. No, pause. But but what I'm saying is, how desperate was he? Because if he was this desperate, then to me that's a testament to how lustful men are in society. That's a testament to that. If he was this desperate to go with her, yeah, rather than focus on a career or focus on even trying to get a better woman, because if he was focusing on trying to get a better woman, he would quickly get a reality check that says, you can't afford me. And at least that would have prompted him to start thinking, oh, if I start working and earning more money, maybe I can actually attract a better looking woman. That would have prompted him. But he was so lustful, so desperate to indulge in his lustful desires that he went with her.
Oh my God, you guys are so bad. You guys are really bad.
So that doesn't take away the point that Mo made. It's absolutely true. He's so sad. He lacks focus and discipline, which most men do. The reason why most men lack focus and discipline is because they are bombarded with they are literally desperately trying to indulge in every sexual fantasy that society presents to them, and they want to live a lifestyle that they can't afford yet. They're desperate to have sex with as many girls as possible, and so on and so forth. That's why they lack discipline. That's why they lack discipline and they lack focus. You don't find that in, for example, let's say go to the Jewish community where they do extremely well. The boys from a very young age are very focused and disciplined in achieving a certain path in life. And that would increase anyone's dating marketplace, significantly. But these guys lack discipline, and they lack this discipline because their morals are misplaced. I'm sorry, but they don't have the right morals. If they had the right morals, they would be disciplined. They would focus. They would not fall for the temptation that's around them. But yeah, guys, I think we've done a good job unpacking this topic here. So I'm gonna focus in getting some reactions done for you guys this week, and I'm gonna be back on tomorrow with another topic. Another reaction. So yeah.
Well, I can't wait. I mean, if it be a good one, I'll be available if it's good.
If it's good, it's always good. It's gonna be,
of course, that's be good, man. And besides,
it's gonna be on Hamas and Israel.
Bro, with that shit.
No, I'm joking. It's not gonna be. All right, yo, salute to the bro OG1, bro. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us on the live today. But yeah,
nice one, the bro.
nice one, guys. Take care.
All right.
Peace.
Peace and love, guys.
Yeah.
Much love.
Much love.